Oh, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Shiblon Faithful. My name is Doug Doyle. It's good to have you back. It is Friday, August 30th, 2024, here in the northern part of Utah, where I live. The summer is almost over. Labor Day is just 3 days away. Labor Day weekend is upon us right now. I'm gonna be sorry to see the summer go and the warm weather go when we have winter later in just a few months. Just a few months. Uh, I want to talk about different topics as I've done with all my previous videos. This one's going to be, I think, the first time I've talked about this to this extent, this topic. Before I go any further, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and share and give me your and share your comments below as well. I would greatly appreciate it. Uh, Now, through all the things that we have faced in the past and what we're facing today, wherever we are, including in this republic that we live in, what's going on today, politically, culturally, socially, etc., and economically, etc. We need, instead of cursing the darkness that is around us, we need to instead look unto God. We need to look unto God and unto Christ and live good and righteous lives and listen to any promptings that the Holy Spirit will give unto us in this moment hour throughout the rest of our lives to guide us aright and to uplift us and encourage us so we don't give up in good pursuits, so we can go forward with courage, with confidence, with strength and comfort, peace and joy and love. Think about each word. Think that's just a word salad. It is not. Each word means a lot. And it all comes with us as we do all these things, even step by step, as we get closer and closer to God. So that won't get rid of the trials and tribulations around us. It'll make it better and easier for us to handle them and to deal with them. Now, I want to talk about something here about politics. I've been following politics and current events and news, etc., as well as sports of many kinds, and all the normal things. But I've been following the politics and current events and news since I was a boy, much more so than my peers. I was kind of nuts in that way, but it was a good nuts, a good thing to do. I'm glad I was able to think a little bit deeper about what was going on around me, not just the superficial good times of playing a baseball or football with my friends, which is always fun, and basketball, etc. I want to talk about the politics right now in our nation and how it's affected our culture and our society. I want to make this as short as I can. I can go into this for much longer time, but our country right now is primarily Democrats versus Republicans. Republican leadership is struggling, not struggling, they're forgetting the policies that are still being put forth by the lips. And many Republicans throughout the nation are asking and pleading for our leaders, Republican leaders, to follow those principles that are part of our party's platform as a Republican Party, our platform. Now, the Democratic Party on the other side, I've been around a long time. I was born in 1952. I've voted in presidential elections many times for many years now, of course. I voted for Democrats. I voted for independent third parties. Voted for Republicans. Primarily in the last several years, I voted for Republicans primarily. Now I'm independent, which is called unaffiliated officially here in the state of Utah. I used to be a member of the Democratic Party, and after that, I was a member of the Republican Party, and now I'm an independent in effect. I want to talk about the Democratic Party. Democratic Party started primarily during the time of Andrew Jackson, whose image is on our $20 bills. Andrew Jackson, who we all have been taught when we're growing up, our school system, even back then, as a great and good president. He was not. I'm sure he had his good points and helped win the last battle, the Battle of New Orleans, I think it was very late 1814 or on Christmas time, or right around that time, to end the War of 1812 when they signed the peace treaty right around that same time in Europe to end the War of 1812. He won the battle against the British. So he was great in that regard. But when he became president for a couple terms, part of what he did as a Democrat was not only did they support slavery in the southern part of the United States. It's before the Civil War. This is in the 1820s and early 1830s. But he also supported and pushed through Congress at that time a law, an act to get rid, in effect, of what turned out to be 5 major Indian tribes that lived primarily in the south of the United States, including Florida, the Seminoles in Florida, and the east coast of the South as well, and got rid of them, pushed them, and forced them out to an area in and around what we now call Oklahoma. The Trail of Tears is what that was called, where countless numbers suffered and countless numbers died, men, women, and children, in that forced expulsion of the Indians. Thanks to Andrew Jackson, a Democrat. They supported slavery from that point on, during that time and beyond, which led to the Civil War, which they supported, and led to, after the Civil War, them forming the KKK, which is also present in Indiana, a northern state, and other states as well in the northern part. This is after the Civil War. And the poll taxes and the Jim Crow laws of the South, the Democrats were all behind it, not the Republicans, the Democrats were. So all this thing from the Indians to slavery to the KKK, the Jim Crow laws, and all the way up through the civil rights laws were trying to be passed by the Republican Party in the 1950s by President Eisenhower, who was a Republican. They fought all those years. And today, and since that time, all things that they supported, where our country has been, the Democratic Party has been leading the way to support and endorse strange things that which should not be supported in our country. Since that time, different things. And you know what I'm talking about. It's just a party that is no good. And I used to be a member of it, and I'm ashamed that I was. I'm not going to say it was a good thing at the time because they were better then than they are now. Uh, they've been bad ever since Andrew Jackson, well before I was born. Um, I'm just, and our Republican Party's leadership is lacking the backbone to do what is right all the time. I'm really disappointed in them. But the Republican Party's platform and policies are good. Uh, and I I love the United States of America, which is not a democracy. Democracies are end up being where the majority rules. So if you have a democracy of 3, and 2 of those voting are wolves, and 1 is a sheep, and they decide what they're going to have for dinner, who do you think is going to win that vote? And what's going to happen to the one who's going to lose that vote? So that, in a very simple way, is in a nutshell, is what democracy is all about. It does not protect the individual or the minorities. Our constitutional republic does, and follows the law and the Constitution of the United States. And through representative, we have democracy when we vote. But after that, we have voted for representatives to enact the laws to represent us. That's a republic. Now, I love the United States of America. And I love our republic, what our republic used to be, and what I hope it returns to be. I love God above and beyond all that. We can't trust in the arm of flesh, but trust in God, if you know, as you read the scriptures. Maybe look unto God and live. Maybe look unto God and Christ and live lives that are righteous and good. And, and I pray that we will get down on our knees every day and night and pray for help and strength to find the true way and to stay in the right path. Uh, be strong and of good courage. Take care.